And without further delay, I figured that now we might as well come over here and wrap up the whole teachers, teaching thing. I mean, I wasn't delaying, I was just, look, I'm a boy who likes to explore, and I wanted to do some exploring. Bite me. Don't bite me, please. I have soft, supple flesh. So I assume this is going to go like all of the other lessons, where we come up to the board, check our requests, maybe not. I kind of just assumed a teach would be here, and he would be like, I want you to teach me now. What? And he'd be like, yes, it's your turn to teach me. That's the twist, and at the end of it, I'll let you learn more of my class. Do we need to go inside of here? Namuki? Is this a part of it? Like, it's gotta be. I mean, I know we've mastered Teach's class before. At least with one of these clowns. Can we please talk later? I'm right in the middle of getting my research documents in order. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to bother you when you're so busy. See, I've perfected the Lands accent. Oh, wait a moment. Are you Mr. Lands, correct? Mr. Lands? My name's Lands. I don't know if I need the mister. I never would have imagined you would come seek me out. My name is Namuki, by the way. I was actually thinking of requesting you for some mentoring. Oh my gosh. Lands, bless your heart. He's wanted this so long. Every time someone else got called out to do some mentoring and he got left out, he was sad about it. There's a guy called you. Good for him. Wait! You mean me? You wanted me? Gosh, he is dense, isn't he? Yes, I'd do anything for your help. I'd do anything. Yeah, sure. I'll deal with it. I'm just so glad you chose me. I'll get back to my documents now. I'll see you at training. Okay, see you later then. Yeah, there's gonna be some training, all right. Is that really a topic that needs discussing? I picked up a bunch of discussions at that last place. Is it Lambda? Was it Colony Lambda? Whichever colony I just left near Great Pot Falls. There was a ton of discussions there. I just kind of collected them all. And yeah, so they've got a missing officer over there. They've got tons of ether. A bunch of other just random conversations. Their canteen is shut down at the moment. Hey, Senna! Was there a little dude called Namuki among your little proteges? What kind of person is he, would you say? Wait, Namuki's a boy? Oh. I misread that situation. Or maybe I didn't. Who can say? Huh? Why are you asking me about him all of a sudden? Well, you see, you really want to know? Stop acting so cocky and answer the sparking question. Now, hold your ponios. Truth is, the little chap asked me to teach him. Finally, good for you, Lance. Yeah, it's time for me to step up to the plate and do my thing at last. Wow. He must have a few screws loose if he asked a big weirdo like you for help. I'm in a good mood today, so I'll forget you just said that. Anyway, you asked about Namuki. How can I describe him? He always has excellent grades, and he never makes a mistake, whether in the classroom or on the battlefield. You won't find him rushing headlong into battle like Foots and Nagumo. Why, a boy like Namuki would want tutoring from a brute like Lance is somewhat of an enigma to me. Yeah, it's hard to tell what he's thinking sometimes. An inscrutable sort. Right? I have a little trouble with him too. Come on, you lot. You call yourselves mentors? Shame on you. There's nothing more annoying than the sound of Lance getting carried away. Well, it doesn't matter what he's like. What really matters is that I make sure he knows I'm a great role model that he can depend on. That's probably not the lesson he's looking for. Probably not. Well, we're going to set it as our active quest, and I mean, hopefully this ends up being how we do the Ascension quest. Do we need to have what's-his-face in our party? This doesn't look like an Ascension quest, but maybe this is just the last quest of Teach's teaching that we have to do, and then we get his Ascension quests? Maybe. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to reading more, though. The day has finally come. Hey, fella, Teacher's here. I had to think about what kind of thing I should teach you, but I reckon we should get to know each other by talking with our fists first. Yes, actually I've been thinking a lot too. I've been wondering what's so different about us. Eh? I mean, the differences and similarities between you Kevesi and us Agnians. But the Kevesi are supposed to be our enemies. Such curiosity is taboo, an impossible dream, so to speak. You're also veiled in mystery. I thought I'd lost all hope of learning about you. But now look! Right before my very eyes, a living, breathing Kevesi! That's me. For my first step, a test to unravel the mystery of your kind. A test? What are you on about, mate? Come on, you! Aren't you curious too? It's okay, just nod your head for yes. He wants to know if Lance is curious. Maybe we did have this the right way around at first. Let's get started then. Okay, gotcha, just pipe down a bit. Gotcha means understood, correct? Good to know. Huh? Hey, wait! Where are you going? Oh, pardon me. My excitement must have run away with me. Please follow me. I'll explain in more detail at the training ground. What's wrong? Come quickly. I can barely wait to begin. Huh? See, he's a mystery, isn't he? Yeah, no joke. Hey, wait a sec. It's not nice to judge people so quick, Senna. Maybe we're not quite the same wavelength, but at least he asked me for help. That much I understand. I have to meet his expectations as his mentor, right? Yeah, I guess so. You can handle it, Lance. Can we, though? Can we? This is gonna be a weird one. Should we be playing as Lance right now? I feel like we should. That's more fitting. That's the vibe right now. Hey, what are these guys doing here? I gathered Kyrie and the company to help with my test. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Though I have no clue why we're here. I've got a rough idea. Alright, if you're all prepared, I will ask you all now to conduct the battle. The rules will be those of a mock battle. Please keep fighting until I say stop. Team Kyrie, please fight to the best of your ability in order to test our senior colleagues' true strength. Copy that. Of course, that means the opposing team should fight with equal fervor. Okay. Are there any questions? I don't think so. Now please take your positions. Are both sides prepared? In that case, let the battle commence. Hold on. Aren't you joining in? Of course not. I need to observe and take notes. But this is supposed to be your training. Don't worry, sir. Namuki is super smart. He is the prized advisor of my team. Don't worry. Just trust what he says. Kyrie, you can always be relied upon for sound judgments. That's a leaderly quality. I see. So that's how it is, eh? Bah! Might as well do this anyway. Get ready, you lot! We're going down! Or rather, you are. Not we are. We're not. We're staying where we are. You're gonna be defeated. It doesn't matter that I've never used this class before. Or ever played as Lance, I don't think. It's fine. We're gonna figure this out. So I don't really have any sort of directional things. I've got backbind, but I don't know if I actually need to behind them for that. I have no clue. I've got an AoE summon elementals, whatever that means. I actually have no clue. Actually, we're quite fortunate that we weren't severely underleveled for this encounter. I realized I didn't even check what the recommended level was going into this. Oh my gosh, wait, what? We can fly? I mean, just for a second, but still.
What did you think would happen?
Alright, stop! Please sheathe your blades! Whew. It's finally over. You satisfied now, Namuki? To be honest, I would have preferred longer, but I got the minimum data needed. I'll share my battle report later. I hope you will find it useful for improving your skills. Thanks, Namuki, you're the best. Now, I would like to have a word in private with our seniors here, so please disband in a calm and orderly fashion. Nice work today, everyone. Yeah, see ya. Thank you for waiting, everyone. For you three Kavesi, allow me to give a brief review of your battle performance. Yikes, here we go. You have a good balance of skills and are highly adaptable to emergent situations. Though I did not see any prominent abilities, your strength lies in having no major flaws. Do you really think so? I'm not a great judge of such things. You're excellent at utilizing ether. No, rather, your body has a remarkably high affinity for ether. It's highly efficient at converting the ether flowing through it into your abilities, just like a high-performing circuit. Huh? I also have the sense that those wings on your head had some kind of secret that ties to this. If you could just give me one eensy feather... No. Okay then. I'll find out eventually, though. Mr. Lands! Yeah? Personally, I thought you were the most interesting of all. Just as your appearance suggests, you are by far the sturdiest of the group. Well, that's obvious. I like to push myself in the training. No, I mean even regardless of training. I think your body was made to be strong and sturdy from the beginning. It's as if you were somehow built to be as solid as possible. Looking closely, your body tissue seems to be quite different from the sort of Noah or Yunis. Anyway, the three of you have some clear differentiating features. If I had to guess, I'd say one of you were born on a biological, or rather two of you were born biological titans, and one of you was born on a mechanical titan. You might even be different species entirely, hailing from a different dimension. A dimension of sight and sound created by... So what exactly is he trying to say? How would I know? I suppose neither of you have wings like me. I've never really paid much attention to that. Yeah, exactly. We're all similar and different at the same time, but nobody really troubles themselves with that fact. I have cat ears. Ignoring for a moment the question of this inconsistency, I still require some samples to prove these differences concisely. I hit the button before I finished reading the word. I figured I had it, and then only after I hit go did I realize I didn't actually figure out what the C word was he was saying. It could have been conclusively, maybe? It might have been that. I did not have enough time to read it. And so, to begin, Mr. Lands, I will now conduct a full body inspection. Please strip. You can't just spring that on me. I don't mind, though. I'll just go ahead. Really? What? This is just happening? Ow! That stuffing hurt. What was that for? I should be asking you that. Why don't you strip right here in the open? Exactly. Don't scare us like that. Well, it's just taking off clothes. Nothing wrong with that. Of course it's wrong. What? Is it? I can't think of a reason. Why'd you sock me one then? I don't know, reflex I guess. Yeah, you just look like you need a good smacking sometimes. What? The snuff is with you two! Interesting, very interesting. What kind of response is that exactly? Is it limited only to Mr. Lands, or... Oh, I can't just stand here idling. I need to research for my next test. What? Hold on, come back here! Oh, my apologies, my eagerness took a hold of me once again. I hope you will cooperate with me again soon, Mr. Lands. I expect great things from you. Mostly of an ecological nature. Okay, sure. You can count on me. Just let me know whenever you need me. Indeed. I'd hoped you might say that. Well then, that's all for me. Yeah, so he wants Lance to strip. And he wants to inspect his body. I think our first assumption about what's going on here was correct. You hear that, Noah? He expects great things from me. Yeah, I heard. Man, that's great, being a mentor. Yeah, so at the beginning of this game, you see all the Kavesi soldiers naked and showering together in the same bathhouse, and it's no big deal. But then you get that scene a little bit later on, after they've become Ouroboros, and are no longer bound to the flame clock, where something has changed. Because the girls just start changing in front of the guys, and the guys get, like, super nervous about it, and they all take off to change somewhere else. And I guess it took the girls a little bit longer, but they're now reacting strangely as well to it. They're trying to figure it out. They don't understand. They don't understand the emotions. They don't understand the hormones. Their biology's kicking in a weird way, and they don't know how to handle it. Also, can we go back to being Senna? Thanks, she's adorable. Okay, so we do have something called extracurricular lesson now. And maybe this is going to be it. Teacher Mio. Student lottery number 0020 Kyrie. Ooh, okay.
That should be enough data.
Or maybe this has nothing to do with it? I don't know. Do we need to have Teach in the party?
Hungry.
I don't think so. But, I mean, we can switch to him real quick. I don't even remember. Teach, where are you? You're on this screen. I know you must be. There you are. I feel like, hopefully, all we'll have to do is have a bit of a discussion about tutoring. I was confused as to why Mimi hasn't had any teaching requests so far. But it turns out they're all pulling names out of a sparking hat to decide who gets to. Why would they do that? Well, it's not surprising. They all idolize you, especially Mio. Really? I'm not sure that's true. Yes, it is, Mimi. The kid probably turned it into a lottery to make sure things didn't get out of hand. It'd be no laughing matter if a brawl broke out over who gets to be taught by you. You're exaggerating there, Tyon. It looks like the lucky winner of your magnificent teachings was that chick Kyrie. I don't know what happened to the accents. They're all over the place today. Apparently so. I wonder what I should teach her, though. I'm just going to read it normally. How about to read maps? She's useless with directions. She already did that training for it a dozen times. Wow, she's more geographically challenged than I thought. Well, first I'll just ask her what she wants to do. Then I'll decide. I see. This is the girl that we found wandering around who led us to this colony to begin with. That's fun. It's good to go back to that. That makes sense. Possibly for this, although this looks like it's just another normal mission. Again, it's possible we have to do all of these before the game will actually allow us to have our special mission with Teach, or the one where we do the Ascension quest. Where's Kyrie anyway? Wait, there's no way she managed to get lost inside her own colony, right? I can't deny the possibility. Mio! Come on over here! I've got you all to myself now. Oh, hello. Kyrie? Oops, get hold of yourself, Kyrie. So, Mio, you'll hear out my request today, no matter what it is, right? I want to go somewhere with you and ask you lots of different questions, and then, and then just relax a little bit, okay? Yes, I'm sorry, I'm just so happy. Well then, let's go right away. Follow me. It's like she doesn't even know the meaning of the word relax. I wonder where she plans on taking you. I'll let her lead the way. It's important to respect your junior's autonomy. Yeah, okay. I don't know what my response to that was. Wait, are we actually going to follow her? Or is she just... Oh my gosh, this is actually a follow mission. Have we ever just followed an NPC around before? Yes, we did. What's its face in the depths of the swamp? I can't remember what its name is. It has a name. Mr. Meeseeks. You know, the Nopon at the bottom of the Mac the Wild Woods. We follow it. It had a name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I think it was like Cece or something like that. Seesaw, seashells, she sells by the seashore. What was that thing's name? And we followed around, and it talked in strange rhyme and riddle. Are you taking us back to where we found you, Kyrie? Is that what this is? Because that's weird, and I don't know why you would want that. What is the purpose of going all the way back there? That is such a journey. That is such a long pilgrimage. And to what end? Oh my gosh, you don't know where you're taking us, do you? You have no clue. Oh, Mio, look at this! There's something on the ground over there. Shall we go take a little look-see? Sure. This is probably how she ends up getting lost all the time. That's probably fine just this once, since she has us to watch over her. Alright, then let's take a look. Okay. Maybe we shouldn't have. Maybe we should have insisted we stay on the path and actually... Oh. Bun it. I don't think that has anything to do with it. What we're doing. I thought that was going to be the thing that she saw, but no, it looks like we're just going to go collect some random objects. If anything, this was a good call, then. Wait, what did we get? What was it? We acquired a sack of dark grapes. Surely we should have gotten 4 of them. Look, Mio, there's a ton of dark grapes in this sack.
Someone clearly must have dropped it. This has the Colony Gamma insignia on it.
Uh-oh.
That sounded like a monster. It came from up ahead. They might be attacking somebody. That sounds bad. Let's hurry and give them a hand.
Can we have the rest of the grapes, though? Maybe we should have jumped into the middle of the stack and gotten all 4 of them. Not that I know what I would do with 4 bags of grapes. I have no clue at all what I would do with 4. What would you do with 4? First off, I'd probably eat 1. I'd put 1 in the fridge to eat tomorrow. I'd slowly nibble off the 3rd one, but I'd be worried about running out, and then the 4th one would go bad because I wouldn't eat it.
Zakir, Mina! Let's back them up, Kyrie! Roger that!
I'm gonna be a well-trained voice actor by the time this is all done. Again, did not check what the recommended level for this would be. I'm immediately down. Just immediately, like out the gate. Y'all saw that. Is there a healing circle I can go stand in? Jeez, that was just instantaneous. Well, that was chaotic.
I never thought the day would come that you would be saving us. I'm just glad you two are safe. Oh, did you pick up those for us? Huh? Oh, you mean all these dark grapes? These are yours? Yeah, Zakir and I were out foraging for ingredients. But unluckily for us, we bumped into some monsters and dropped them as we ran. So that's what happened. But wait, why are you foraging for food? Isn't that what the culinary team is for? You're always off in your own world. Huh?
Don't you understand the state our colony is in right now? We can't expect any supplies from the castle now, and our stores are depleting.
Really?
When the going gets tough, we can't afford to keep our separate duties. Everyone has to take some initiative, do their part to make things better again.
Ah. Aren't you supposed to be a team leader? Why not try to use your brain for once? Try thinking about what you and your team can do for Colony Gamma. Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough yapping for now. Mina and I should get back to the colony. Well then, see you later. Zakir's a bit of a butt, isn't he? Nothing you want to contribute to that, Mina? Just gonna let him be a little bit Mina to us?
Kyrie. Meow. In your opinion, how do you think a team leader should be? Maybe I should be more like Zakir? He's smart and considers lots of different things at once. Maybe so. Someone who oversees others might need to be a bit like that. But that's not all that you have to be. Everyone has different ideas of what a good leader is. Plus, there are many different ways of putting the work in. Just like Zakir has his own way. You know. Kyrie, how far is our destination? Oh, just a bit further down that way. I see. Mind leading me the rest of the way then? Yes, of course.
I hope everyone's getting along.
It's hard to take some of these cutscenes seriously when we are all in our swimwear. Probably gonna need to change that for next episode. It's just a bit. It stands out, you know.
That looks valuable.
Mimeo! Kyrie, have you bladed the ready? And then don't think about leaving our side. Understood.
Like they fade into existence after a moment.
Hang of this.
Phew, looks like we lost him. You're amazing as ever, Mio. That was so flickering cool. You're strong, beautiful, and kind. I respect the flame out of you. No need to flatter me, Kyrie. I'm not trying to flatter you, I'm telling you the absolute truth. I think everyone feels the same way. They all wish they could go on adventures with you. That's why I want to be just like you. Kyrie? Mio, if I may ask, do you really think I'm suited to being a leader? Why are you asking me all of a sudden? It's just, you probably don't know this, but Namuki was actually supposed to become the leader of my team. He turned down the role, though. He figured he'd be better suited to it and nominated me instead. I misread that sentence, but hopefully you understood, Mio. I always wanted to be a team leader, but... So I was over the moon about it. You've had enough of it now? Of course I'm still happy about it, it's just... Sometimes, I wonder if I was the right choice for the job. Oh, Kyrie. First we have to get out of here. No complaints, I assume? Nope.
Yeah, let's all run back home. I forgot that during the main story we also had to follow Pigtails around a bit. Remember Pigtails?
Good thing we found this.
Remember when they shot themselves in the face and we all cheered? Remember that? Yeah, I try to forget Pigtails as well. But I guess that means that following Kyrie around isn't that new or different compared to things we've done in the past. I don't know. We've just not done it in a while. It hasn't played a big role in it. Felt weird. Thought I'd mention it. Now I regret it. Now I look like a fool who can't remember what... Is that Guernica's ship?
Here we are, Mio. Wait, this is... After you, Senna, and Taion disappeared, I came here time after time to look for you. Even after everyone else had given up. Or rather, they probably were just starting to move on and look to the future. But I was sure, I knew in my heart that you were still alive out there somewhere. Kyrie. But... I can't keep falling back on you for help all the time. I'm supposed to be a leader. Going back to our early conversation, why did you want to become a leader? Because it's cool. Cool. I can't explain it very well, but, well, I've always looked up to leaders. I just wanted to be like them. I see. Do you think depending on others isn't leader-like or something? Huh? Being able to lean on others and accept help is easier said than done. That's because, in a way, it lets others see where we're weak or lacking. But you're not afraid to ask your team for help, like Namuki or Zuno. When they answer your call for help, it's a way to bring out the best in everyone, don't you think? And when that happens, your team becomes one. That's why I think you're perfectly suited to being a team leader. Mio, thank you. Sure, you might feel small compared to other leaders like Foots and Zakir, but you're your own person, Kyrie. Have some more faith in yourself. You're brilliant as always, Mio. Those words really gave me the warm fuzzies. I feel so much more motivated now. Sounds like I did a proper job of teaching you then. I'm glad. I feel so restless now. I need to run. Well then, for one final activity, how about a race back to the colony? Sounds good. Last one back's a rotten egg.
Well, that was beautiful. Truly beautiful. I gotta know, is this actually a race? Is this truly really a race? Because she's gone and I think she's gonna win. I mean, I'd love to win, but I don't think I can catch up at this point. She has truly vanished completely from the screen. Hey, you can see the cloud keep from down here now. That's a nice touch. It's actually like rendered up there and everything. That's beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Also, can't help but notice that there's a little question mark on the map now. Could it be that it's time for teachers to meet Teach for his final teaching? Teach-pocalypse, Teachception, teaching teaches teachers. Ooh, that was a good one. That one made sense. Teaching teaches teachers. That should be what it's called. Hello, we're back.
I've gathered some feedback from the new recruits. Training seems to be progressing satisfactorily.
Right. We've really been trying to do our best. Didn't realize how hard it was to hammer things into folk, though.
It's gratifying to see you acknowledge how much work I've put into it, sir.
You're just a big bag of lectures, aren't you? Either that or snide remarks.
You're such a lively bunch. I can see why you're so popular.
Leaving that aside for a moment, is the training going to continue?
Ah, yes, about that. I do believe that the time to apply the finishing touches is approaching.
Finishing touches? You mean...
Yes. We're going to perform large-scale maneuvers that encapsulate everything we've done so far.
Yeah? Large-scale maneuvers? Now we're talking.
Do you think they'll be up to scratch when we've completed these maneuvers, Teach?
I'd say so, especially if all of you are prepared to participate as well.
Of course. So when do we start?
Right now.
Huh?
We're all in our
Actually,
swimwear,
to
dude.
be honest with you, the preparations for the maneuvers are already complete. All we need to do now is to get everyone over to the designated location, in fact.
You've got everything squared away ahead of time. Ah, that's so crafty.
You see, I anticipated that you'd reach the end of the exercises at around this point in time.
Teach can be a touch pushy sometimes.
No, I don't think so. I just have so much faith and confidence in your abilities.
Well, where should we go to get started?
Do you know Everblight Plain?
Oh,
of course.
do we?
We've even been in a dust up there, as I remember.
The new recruits have already departed for the target location. They're probably there already. I'll share the full details of the maneuvers once we've rendezvoused with the rest of the forces.
Shadow of Enmity. Well, that's gonna be a long journey.
The place you're talking about is...
It's Everblight Plain. Well then, shall we set out?
Okay, so here's the deal, right? Let's bring up our map. We could either walk, as I see it, all the way along through here, all the way along over here, down here, out here, up here, and around here, through here, snake our way through here, cross over here, and then walk up here. Or we can just fast travel to this point. But I'm thinking that if we walked, there's some things along the way that might be interesting to collect. So I'm gonna go on foot, but don't worry. All you're going to see, assuming nothing interesting happens along the way, is a clock wipe. And we're at our destination. How about that? We didn't actually do a whole lot. I did fast travel around. I went and I checked out a few of these different ether sphere locations and collected them. And then also found a walkway over to some high-level enemies that I did not know were up here and got destroyed. Also went down here and found out that Kite's been missing, so that might be something to look forward to next episode. Figure out whether or not Kite has abandoned the colony and gone to do his own thing, like the naughty, naughty boy that he is. Needs to be whipped into shape.
Everyone present and correct. Then I'll proceed with the mission briefing. Before we start, please turn your attention upward for a moment.
Upward? Oh!
A number of containers arranged by me for the purpose of this maneuver have just this moment made landfall. Foots, Zakir, and Kyrie. Your squads will get to the containers and recover the contents. Quick as you can.
What about us?
You're going to be acting as an enemy. You'll do whatever you can to prevent the recruits from performing the recovery.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
We'll be fighting against Neil's crew, but we'll get punked.
Oh, please. No need to make quite such a fuss about it. This is simply a training exercise.
Yeah, I mean, the big boys aren't gonna go full tilt at us newbies, surely.
You three, listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. Whatever opponent you may face, I forbid you to belittle or think ill of them. From the moment you raise your blade against theirs, you must project every ounce of your power when you fight. In that way, you do an honor to your opponent.
Honor?
If you do not offer that honor to your opponent, then all that remains is the shadow of enmity. If pure power is the only prize of battle, then surely this war will never end. For the most sacred duty of every soldier is this: to stamp out evil at its source.
Busting out the big words as usual.
That's our teach for ya.
Neo and companions, do not hold back. Bring your full strength to bear on your juniors.
All right, we'll do our level best to assume the role of enemy.
Very well. Squads, to your positions. Wait for the designated start time. Iris communication is forbidden from this point. That is all. Disperse.
Let's fight kids! Let's fight kids! Come on, it'll be great! We'll pummel 'em!
It's time. We should commence with our battle plans as well. Huh?
Teach? What is it?
I just had the feeling I was being watched. A trick of the mind, perhaps.
Come on, let's get out there and grab these containers, yeah? The rookies are gonna beat us to it.
Yes, indeed. We elders need to demonstrate a bit of spirit.
Roger. Starting mission.
Ooh, what is this? Who is this? What's going on? That wasn't a child? Well, as long as we get to beat up the children
Start
first.
out by looking for the containers.
No, mate, we've already
There
found
should be
him.
3 in all, right? Let's hurry.
I'm pretty sure that guy was up in this direction as well, so maybe we're just like fast-tracking to the end of the game here by going over here to pummel. Perhaps, mayhaps, maybe. Probably not, though. The game probably's figured out that I'm gonna need to go to all 3 of these locations before it'll let me continue to whatever the eventual inevitable outcome of this. What if it's Teach's Teach? No, that doesn't make any sense. Teach wouldn't have a Teach. Teach's Teach would be recycled as a child. Probably one of Teach's students. He just doesn't realize it because... No, they would have sent them to some other place. Now that I think about it, that makes more sense.
What? There's no one here. Are we the first?
Huh? That sucks. What an anticlimax. Oh well. Let's recover the container.
Yeah, something
Not
sus is
so
going on.
fast. Oh, what? Where?
Well, we're surrounded.
Good
So it
move,
seems.
Foots.
You thought us rookies were gonna be a pushover, didn't you? Well, joke's on you now.
I mean, we're gonna beat him up
Fork it
still.
over. We've got a full head of steam over here, and you're gonna get all of it. Sorry.
It's like my readings.
Just how I like
He got
it.
a full
Come
head
on,
of steam
mudders.
over here.
Nothing like a jump with a death wish.
Alright, come on, enough preamble. Let's punch these children. Let's go, come on. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Getting out of our Skyrim angst. Oh my gosh, we leveled up to 51. How exciting is that?
Snuff it. I think we stuffed here.
You really handed it to us. We're gonna have to call it quits.
Hey, don't think of it like that. You drew a pretty sharp line in the sand there.
Right. And I'd say that means you've still got room to grow.
The surprise
Don't let
attack
it
would have
now.
been more effective
That
if
means
you
a
just,
lot.
like, killed us instead
Well,
of
guess we'll be
surrounding us
yoinking
and
the
having a
container then.
conversation.
Unless you rookies got another round in you.
No, I know when I'm beat.
You sure about that? I thought you liked a bit of hard sparring, even more than strength training. You still bitter about that, Senna?
That was a fun callback. I appreciate that.
Zuno! Namuki! Anyone?
Oh, Kyrie.
Is anyone there?
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh, I picked a great time to get lost, didn't I? So what now? No, I can't just stay here. It's getting worse. I need to step up to the plate. Be more like Mio.
Was that the lesson of our... Oh, who's this? Who's this? Who is this? Suspect. Super suspect. Was that the lesson of our time with Mio? Be more like Mio? I don't feel like that was what Mio was trying to convey to you when you hung out with Mio. I feel like that is something you brought to this. Oh my gosh, they've been jumped by Wolves. We have to come in and save them now. This is unfortunate for them, I'll say. Also, yeah, I just did a side attack and a rear attack from head on. Like, I'm not here to be judged by you. I reckon that we have done so much obscene damage that this is going to be over 1 million. I've not been paying enough attention. I mean, we're at over 1,000% damage multiplier. What? Apparently, I really wasn't paying much attention, because I thought for sure it was going to be way more than that. I keep forgetting we are a lower level than we were at the end of the game. At the end of the story, I should say.
Thanks for helping us out there, I guess.
I guess say it like that, Zuno. You almost died!
No worries.
Considering we're meant to be your enemy, I'm not sure help is the right word.
Even so, we couldn't just leave them to get mown down there, could we?
Ha! Chaos reigns supreme on the field of battle. Let this be a lesson to you.
Huh? Aren't you guys in Kyrie's squad?
Yeah, that's right.
So, where's Kyrie?
She's not here. I guess she's gotten lost, as usual.
Ah, life's compass is never set on a single course.
Huh? So she wandered off again?
That's our Kyrie.
What
This
should
might
we
have been
do
more
to-
impactful if we'd done
Do you
this one
want us to look
first.
for her?
No. Let's leave it to them. This too is a part of the training.
Roger that. I'll track her down then. Though, to be honest, I don't fancy my chances.
Zuno, you're a little brat, and I hate you. I hope you get eaten. It's a bit dramatic. I don't mean that. I mean, he's a little brat, but get eaten, you know. It'd be unfortunate. Change of heart, maybe. Learn to appreciate Kyrie. Stop being such a little fart. You know, that sort of thing would be probably better overall. Yeah, I hope she is too, considering there's some sort of creepy stalker fella going around staring at people from behind rocks. That's never good. I've seen a movie or two. I've seen a true crime documentary or 3. I know what happens when you got a creepy guys creeping around rocks, staring at little girls. We know that's not. I'm worried about Kyrie as well. At least she's got like some swords or something. Maybe a gun. I wasn't paying enough attention to what she fought with. Hopefully she knows how to use it. Ooh, boy. We're surrounded by a lot of other creatures I hope don't get involved in this fight, because level 54, well, I mean, we're like level 51. It's not that big a deal. That was pretty straightforward. Just go into Ouroboros form at level 3 and smash them all.
Crap! Nothing else for it. All units, retreat, double quick!
Pursue them into the mountains! Pelt
Considering
rocks
the
at them!
They picked a good moment to withdraw.
Indeed. Zakir's going to be a solid addition to the Force, thanks to your instruction.
I can't take all the credit. It's down to their superb teamwork as much as anything.
Yeah, we bagged the container.
Can't wait to see what we got.
Shouldn't give the others a chance to regroup. Let's just swipe it and skedaddle.
Ha! It seems you're relishing your roles as the bad guys. Good casting by me. Excellent. Your duty is fulfilled, and admirably at that. Let's return to the original rendezvous point.
But what about creepy stalker man and missing Kyrie? Do we reckon it's Ansem?
That's weird. I thought it was round here.
Has Ansem come for Kyrie?
Oh, did I go off in the wrong direction again?
You were all waiting for a Kingdom Hearts reference. You thought I wouldn't make one. I was just trying to think of a good
I
one.
can't have. Everything's totally fine. Nothing
And then
to
I
worry
didn't.
about.
I didn't manage.
Oh. Ah! A crazy soldier! What am I gonna do? Ah!
Fight, maybe?
Ah!
Uh-oh. I feel like that's sort of the most pressing issue right now. Probably gonna go figure out what that was all about. A Kavesi soldier. That is unexpected. No one that I think we know. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about the Kyrie thing the whole time, and I was like, creepy guy? Ansem's pretty creepy. Which one, though? Any of them. All of them. Literally any Ansem. Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. Ansem, the not that one. Listen. I can play Kingdom Hearts again. It's been a while. It's been a while. Been like 3 years, I think. That's scary.
Everyone, thank you for your perseverance. In these maneuvers, you showed quality, doggedness, and grit in the pursuit of excellence.
But we've got to face it. We got trashed.
Hey, don't be down on yourself. You proved you got the right stuff, yeah?
The amount of pressure and problems you gave us, I'd say that's pretty promising for new recruits.
While the leader of each squad is present, there's something I'd like to announce.
I guess I'll have to stand in for Kyrie. We haven't found her yet.
What?
I guess we'll need to mount a proper search for her.
Sheesh. She's a real test of patience, that one.
Yes. Teach speaking.
So, you're calling yourself Teach now? Interesting.
What? Who?
But that's not all that's interesting. For example, what became of that soldier of yours? The one blindly wandering around the battlefield back there. Where is she now?
What have you done with Kyrie? You'd better not have hurt her.
It's all down to you now, Teach. You better start the search for her. Seek help from your comrades then. Bring your reinforcements. It makes no difference to me. But hear this. I won't let you escape.
Who is this?
Forgive me, but I cannot follow your meaning. You aren't making a shred of sense.
A clue. Remember Kai? Think of me as a ghost from your past.
Teach? What just happened? Is something up with Kyrie?
It appears that Kyrie has been abducted by a mysterious party.
Abducted? But who would...
I don't know yet. I sense a Kavesi hand in this, or perhaps...
Well, we'd better get out there and help her.
No. Kyrie is my responsibility. Please lead the troops back to the colony.
Hey, come on.
Commander, don't worry about us. We'll be okay.
We may be a bunch of rookies, but I think we can get ourselves back to the colony in one piece. Commander, sir.
Zuno, Foots, but... Commander, I also think that might be the best course of action.
I mean, they got themselves out
slow
here
you
just
down.
fine.
But if you take Noah and the others, you've got a much better chance of finding Kyrie.
Spark, guys.
Understood. You're right. Take yourselves back to the colony. Everyone, listen up. I'm going to have to ask you to assist in the search for Kyrie.
We were here for that from the start, Commander. Let's find Kyrie.
That means we're gonna have to find a way to search this vast expanse. It'll be tough.
Perhaps it won't be so tough. I've already formed a broad concept of Kyrie's current location.
Huh? Really?
Rotswoe Battle Scar is the site of an ancient battlefield in the west of Everblight Plain. I surmise that Kyrie is deep within that zone.
How come you're so certain, Teach?
Time is short. I'll explain on the way.
Interesting.
Please bring Kyrie back safely.
I wonder if he had a hand in... Well,
On
we'll
my
find
honor,
out,
I
won't
swear
we?
it. And you must promise to be vigilant until you've safely returned home.
This is the most intriguing little mystery we've had so far. Well, except for the entirety of the game. That was also an intriguing mystery. But, you know,
We have to get to Rotswoe
recently.
Battle Scar. I must find Kyrie.
You want to give us the history of this, buddy?
Be okay.
No? That's fine. We'll speculate. I reckon that this was the site of a battle Teach led his forces, or maybe he was just involved in a battle against a Kavesi soldier, and something sketchy happened, and maybe he didn't kill the Kavesi soldier, but left him to die, but he didn't die, and now he's back for vengeance. And it turns out Teach's too late. 15 years too late. Buddy, or whatever his name is, or however long that was. I've not seen The Incredibles in a while. I think it was 15 years. Isn't that 15 years too late?
There's something I need to tell you about before we proceed.
Is it to do with why you knew where Kyrie was?
That's right. You see, I have an idea that our mysterious opponent's true target is myself.
So then, he only snatched Kyrie to get to you?
Exactly. He took her as nothing more than a hostage to lure me out. Considering this angle, the pieces start to fit together.
Commander, does this mean that you know the identity of our opponent here?
Not for certain, but I have a hypothesis. And if that hypothesis is correct, then Kyrie should be just up ahead.
So, what is it then?
Cause and effect.
What? Something you did in the past?
A colossal struggle took place on this battlefield a long time ago. Kevis and Agnes lost countless lives in that battle. In the end, both sides were annihilated. Afterwards, it was said that the ones that let loose the dogs of war were Colony Kai, that this slaughter was their doing. Remember Kai, they said.
Of course. I've read the tales of that battle too. But what does that have to do with all this?
We'll need to save Kyrie if we're to truly untangle the whole of this intrigue.
Well, whatever the truth of the matter, one thing doesn't change. We need to save her.
But if I'm right, I need to put an end to this for good. Stamp out evil at its source. Or otherwise. Kyrie, please, be safe.
Oh my gosh, the absolute drama. I can't continue. I have company coming over. We'll resume in a moment, by which I mean probably tomorrow. And we're back, everyone! I have done a lot in the time since I last played this. Words are hard sometimes. Sometimes it can be difficult to get your words out. Oh my gosh, are we going up there? Didn't we figure out how to get up there and then treat it like it was some sort of super special, extra secret thing that we had managed that maybe the game devs didn't intend? I can see that that is definitely not the case now, as it is actually integral to one of the Ascension quests, so I guess we weren't so special. That's okay, though. We figured it out long before we were supposed to. Also, there's monsters up here. Obviously, at some point, we were intended to come up here. Obviously was intended. I've been editing something that was recorded like a month ago. As I'm often, I find myself doing. You know, it wasn't a month ago. It was like 2 weeks ago. But it was the Until Dawn video. It comes out tomorrow as of recording this. And possibly a week ago, as of you watching this. And, oh boy, what a mess that turned out to be. For those of you who don't know, when we record like game night videos, those are recorded in the living room, not in the game room, because there's not enough room physically for 4 of us and 4 computers and all of that in the game room. There's like no sound treatment in there. Oh, I forgot everyone was in their swimwear. Love that. So yeah, it's not sound treated, so it's a bit echoey. And then the video capture wasn't set up correctly for the PS4, so it's a little dark. And I feel like I was very annoying the whole time during the edit. More so than I am in a normal video. I don't know, I'm very self-conscious about these 3 videos that are going to be coming out. I quit editing the 3rd one because I was so irritated with myself and also my
Kyrie!
Doing this
Commander Teach!
constantly.
Are you alright?
Fiddling
Are you injured?
with the headset.
I can't stand. I'm sorry.
You're in one piece at least. Something to be thankful for.
Yes, it looks like we've narrowly avoided the very worst outcome. But
the way you talk, the way you act. It's as if you're a different person. Or do my eyes deceive me? No. You knew the meaning of this place. It must be you.
Are you alone? Do you have allies?
Look at that Pharaonis. The last bit of life burning within its flame clock is mine. This is where my friends died, slaughtered to the last, by the hand of Colony Kai's commander, the man dubbed the All-Slayer.
You're a survivor of that battle.
That's right. Just like him.
I can understand well what it is you want, but why act in this way?
Luring you in with this little nobody, you mean? If I hadn't taken such measures, you would have gotten away from me. Just that you'd given me the slip by changing your identity, running from the past.
I know that I can never escape my past, not ever. But I chose a different path. I chose to live with the past as a burden I must bear.
A wonderfully convenient use of logic. Do you suppose it will persuade the dry and dusty bones of the dead? Enough of your sophistry and lies! This is the purpose I lived for. Why I endured the pain of being the final survivor of my people. Well, it's all about to come to an end. I will kill you as an offering to my friends!
It seems you're bent on fighting me. What if there were another way?
Please, enough. You dare to despise me, to look down upon me as a worm, an insect. I'm not the weakling you think I am. At least I don't throw away my friends like spent trash. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. You'll see. Oh, you'll see.
Teach! Be careful. That's no regular Kavesi soldier.
Your death is long overdue, Oleg!
Why are we involved in this? Wait. This seems like it should be a one-on-one duel situation. I feel like we should be sitting this out. Oh, it's the Avenger. Just the one of them. I'm not sure if the franchise would have been successful if there had just been the one Avenger. You know, you have Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Avenger. I'd watch it. Robert Downey Jr. was fantastic. I'm just saying, maybe if there was more than one of these guys, he might actually stand a chance against us. Because as it stands right now, I don't even know where he is. There he is. As it stands right now, things aren't looking too good for him. When was the last time you folks saw a Marvel movie you liked? I can't remember the last time I saw a Well, yeah, I can. It's been a year ago. I went and saw... Let's see, let me remember the timeline here. I guess it hasn't been a full year ago. Or maybe it has? I don't... When did the new Doctor Strange come out? That's the last Marvel thing I watched. All of the TV shows now look like trash. And none of the movies are in any way appealing. I think I might be done with Marvel. In the same way that I'm kind of done with Star Wars. I don't know, we watched for a movie night the first episode of Andor. And that was actually really good. But then I guess like most people... Like, Disney has so ruined Star Wars for me. There is a time when if Andor came out, you know, 2015, I would have binged. I mean, I guess you couldn't binge it. They released it weekly, but you know what I'm saying. I would have watched the heck out of it. And I'm at a point now where I'm just like, whatever. I don't really care. Or maybe if Disney had never made the terrible 3 movies they made, and then Andor was the first thing they produced after getting control of the franchise, I'd still be like, wait, why did I do this now? Oh, we're so far away from... this is probably a waste. Guess what? We did no damage to him because he's in some kind of a shield. And we're going into a cutscene anyway.
What's the matter, Oleg? Is this all the strength you can muster?
Your hope, your desire is to kill me. That being so, there is no meaning in our fighting. Just do what you will now.
You mean to insult me even now? Fighting a weakling like me isn't worth the effort, is that it?
No, you're wrong. You don't understand at all.
Then fight! Fight like you fought my allies, like you crushed the life from their bodies. Show me your true nature, your fangs. Kill me, Oleg! Crush me! Coward! I won't stop, not until I bring the red mist down upon you.
This guy's a little crazy.
If it takes laying down this rookie's corpse to get a rise out of you, I'll do it.
Hey, now.
Hey, I'm no rookie.
Yeah, you tell him, Kyrie.
Huh? Kyrie.
Huh? Hey, when'd she get back up?
Kyrie!
Look,
if
she
you
got
let
knocked
me
down.
Escape while you can.
But she got up again.
No, I won't run away. I'll fight by your side with all of you.
Oh, I hope
Don't
Kyrie
be a
doesn't
fool.
die.
I'm not. I'm doing what the commander told us to do. Do honor to your opponent. Fight them with every ounce of your strength.
Yeah, you
Kyrie,
tell him, girl.
That's why we fight. Me, you, Mio, Commander, all of us. I am a warrior of Colony Gamma.
She's right. I forgot the very thing I told my students to guard in their hearts. It was me that lacked maturity, that hadn't grasped the basic truth. Certainly your technique, it's amazing. It's only natural. You've applied yourself to discipline which forces you to stare death in the face. Since you've borne that burden, I ought to fight you with my whole strength and spirit. To meet your passion, I will unbind my darkest arts. Kyrie, please, lend me your powers.
Roger that, Commander. I'll give it everything.
As you wish. More kindling for the Carnival of Carnage. Show me these darkest of arts, Oleg. Teach me what you mean.
Teaches all Slayer art has been unlocked. It can nullify the Avengers' complete defense from critical vengeance. Okay, do we have to do something to, like, activate that in some way? Oh, he just said it. He just said, behold my darkest of arts, and then did a little twirl. So presumably that got the job done. Maybe? Hey, you know what? We have way too many healers in this party. Just throwing that out there. Probably need to, reconsider the current team makeup after this fight. But then again, we didn't start with Teach in our party. That's a relatively recent addition. Oh! I was really counting on that getting at least 51. So we could get up to 150. Ah, that is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. See, now, Senna got it. In the end. This is not going to be one of our better chain attacks. But this one's going better than the last one, which is going way better than the one before that, where he was literally invincible. So we're doing pretty good. Yeah, we got him in the overkill, baby. Now we just gotta start racking up that XP bonus. And... oh, good, thank goodness. It's I was looking at that and thinking, oh, that is untenable. Oh, no, it's good, though. We've got it. Check this out. Watch what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna do Teach first. And it really doesn't matter what he does, because what happens next is we're gonna go over here to Tyon. We're gonna do one of these, and that's gonna get us all the way up to 99, baby. And then that leaves you. Now listen. Now listen. You have the potential here to get us to 200. Now, Noah, no pressure. I'm just saying, Noah, you're my boy. You're my boy, and I'm proud of you. Congratulations. You've been the redeeming factor here. In an overall very poor, upsetting chain attack, you've been the redeeming factor. Wowzers, not even 1 million. That is heartbreaking. But then again, part of that's my fault. Didn't make the best choices. But also the team makeup is not a big damage team makeup. You know what I mean?
Is this it then? Is this the end for me? Your past will always haunt you. I want you to live on in my pain. Mere death is not your fate.
I will remember these words forever, until my dying day.
You there, Agnian.
Me?
I said you were a rookie. A nobody. I take it all back. You're strong. Much stronger than I could ever.
Oh.
Mio, I need to ask you a favor.
You want me to see him off, don't you?
That's right. Thank you.
I'm sorry, where did that just come from? Let's not read into it.
Thank you. Perhaps now his soul will find some respite.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Please, allow me to thank you once again. If you hadn't backed me up today, who knows what could have happened.
Teach, don't mention it. We did exactly what we had to.
Kyrie, you acquitted yourself very well in battle. You've made true progress.
Really? I was really useful to you.
Yeah. I'm seeing you in a whole new light now, Kyrie. You're a credit to the Agnian forces.
Wow. I'm so happy to hear you say that, Mio. Feeling a little dizzy now.
Teach, I need to ask. Just who are you exactly? The Kavesi soldier was calling you Oleg. That was a name that used to ring out in Agnes too. A commander whose martial prowess was nigh unmatched. According to the official records, Oleg fell in battle many years ago. If what that soldier said was true, then you're...
Tyon, it's wise of you to press me on this matter. But you must forgive me. I'm afraid I cannot tell you any more about that name.
I'm
Is that
confusion.
because we haven't earned your trust.
No, it isn't that. It's something else. I'm bound to a promise, an oath.
An oath?
To impart wisdom to those who will succeed us, to teach them of strength and the tenets of battle. That this humble wish should spark, we pledged never to divulge the secrets of the past. That's the oath that I took with Consul G.
Consul G?
What?
The same Consul G that we took down?
By way of that oath, Consul G gave me a new name and a new role as an educator.
But why would you be forbidden from talking about the past?
Because you see, I have no right to do so. However many words I expend talking about the past, they would be nothing more than a collection of empty excuses. I'd merely be setting down the burden of the past in the hope of being forgiven. So, the consul strictly forbade it. I must preserve my oath as long as I draw breath.
I see. But this must be a huge weight for you to carry. I mean, You can't share your worries or your troubles with anyone.
Teach. About the past. Are you also against us trying to find out about it?
No. Of course, you are not bound by oath. Just as I have no right to divulge the past, I have no right to obstruct those seeking the truth either. If you want to uncover the past, that is a matter for you and you alone.
Hey, sorry, mate. I kind of lost the thread a bit there.
Perhaps we can revisit that another time.
It's getting on. The others must really be stewing in their juices about Kyrie. You're right.
Interesting turn of phrase.
Let's get back and let them know she's safe.
Roger that, Mio.
Please, go ahead without me. I'll catch you up.
I understand.
I keep viewing Teach as this character who is substantially older and wiser than the rest of the party. But then I have to remind myself that he's bound to the flame clock and the rules of the world like everyone else. So at most he's 19. That's the oldest you can be. Because you come into existence at 10 and you have 10 years, and then at the end of your 10th term, so I guess at your 20th birthday in quotes, you fade into existence. So he can't be that old. I mean, about Mio's age, if anything, Mio's probably older, because she has expired, and he has not. Ah, yes. It's probably going to tell us twice now that the rank cap has been broken. Appreciate that. Info acquired. It's a whole conversation we can have there. I wonder if we should do that. Should we maybe fast travel back to his settlement? We could probably have this oh, well, maybe not. I was going to say we can have this discussion at the canteen, but we've got something else happening here. Oh, of course! We've got to return and let them all know that Kyrie's not dead. So, properly speaking, this is the part where I'm supposed to praise the newbie's efforts and bring the exercise to a close. But it looks like they're of the same opinion as me. Mio, Senna, Tyon, and our dear Kevesi allies, who I shall not name for their inferiority. Your teaching has made them full-fledged soldiers, an unparalleled people. Overcoming the spent antagonism toward former enemies, you sincerely faced each other from the same place, and made the right path plain to them. You've burdened yourselves with the concerns of Colony Gamma, namely the cultivation of the next generation. All of us wish to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. The effect you've had on Gamma will probably spread to other colonies too. The effect may be a drop in the ocean in this world of raging and ceaseless war, but we can all be proud of the ripples that this tiny yet significant step will send out. We hold you in the highest esteem, Ouroboros. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What a wonderful moment between all of us. Let's go talk about Teach's past life, and then we'll wind things down here at the Gamma Canteen, which sounds like someplace you would eat at in Disney World. If you still went to Disney World, if Chapek hadn't run it into the ground, as he did the rest of the company. Alright, no, we don't actually want to get food. We've had this food before. I don't know why I did that. What we want to do is discuss what this whole Oleg situation is all about. So, here's a story from a few years ago. Back then, Colony Chai, as they've been calling it, I thought it was be Chi, but what do I know, was renowned as Agnes's preeminent military power. They cut down their enemies to the last, hunting down all escapees and stragglers without mercy. In a word, vicious. Colony Chi, or Chai if you're so inclined, were an unstoppable force, and their rise through the ranks was inexorable. Everyone knew they were bound for gold. But they never reached it. Correct. According to the battle records, Chai was achieving startling results. But the numbers of their friendly casualties were also rising in direct proportion. So what? They were sacrificing people to win? Surprised they managed to keep that up for long. They were winnowing their troops. Winnowing? Winnowing. Have I ever heard the word winnowing used before? Possibly, but it would have been either long enough ago or in such an insignificant way that I no longer recall. Winnowing. As a result, only the strongest fighters survived. No enemy could stand against Chai, whose ranks were composed solely from grizzled veterans. They were utterly trampled. Without mercy, yeah? No mercy for their foes, and none for their allies either. In their view, only might made right. Such was Colony Chai, under Commander Oleg. Oleg, huh? But in the end, it was unsustainable, right? Right. The end came during a battle at Rotsro Battlescar, where Chai completely annihilated several opposing colonies. According to the records, Oleg was also killed in that battle. But then... Oleg. That's Teach's real name. Thinking back to it now, the commander did always try to instill in us a certain caution towards power. He may have been trying to warn us against the mistakes he himself made back when he was still Oleg. Teach did say that it was up to us to decide how to act, now that we've learned the truth. This doesn't change my thoughts on him. Whatever is past, Teach is our ally. More than that, he's our friend. What do you guys think? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Can't have too much strong mates. Same here. I don't mind too much. Other people's pasts are frankly none of my business, and it's a bit weird we're having this conversation here with him at the table. I believe the commander has been trying to reckon with his past in his own way. Only he can do it. Commander Teach was always kind to me and Mio when we moved there from Colony Theta, or Theta if you're so inclined. It wouldn't be right to doubt him now. I trust the commander. I'm with Senna on this. Looks like we're all agreed, in fact. Yeah, it's as Taihan said. Teach's actions now are up to him. But if he needs our help again, just like before, we'll be there to support him in a heartbeat. Of course, as real friends and allies should. And we got some bonus XP for it. Now there's a ton more conversations we could have that I think would actually lead to missions. And in fact, there's about 4 pages worth of those, including this one, which appears to be gold and maybe a... Is that a hero mission? Gondor's Grumblings, that's similar. And then also, there's some other gold ones here. Hold on, Fortune Clovers, The Sea, Guernica Van Dam. Yeah, weird stuff going on here. Not sure at all. Maybe that just means that it requires a hero when it's gold. Yeah. Well, this one doesn't mention requiring a hero. Well, folks, that does it for now. Thank y'all for watching. God bless each and every one of you. And I'll see you later. Goodbye!